It's a BumbleKast Mini, sponsored by Dub.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, Ian.
I fell for it again.
Yes, you
Walked
did.
right into that bear trap and it bit down to the bone.
Mm-hmm. And how? But you're probably wondering why I'm here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know, but please explain to the folks who are listening why you're here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special mini. It's been sourced by our own members of the BumbleKast Discord, and, well, it's something Ian, I'm sure, will love. You see, the theme for this BumbleKast is Mario questions in the style of the BumbleKast.
Okay.
So,
And just to be clear, I'm walking into this blind. I did not know that they were concocting this, so here we go.
It's true, and it'll be almost as if you didn't throw your life away for Sonic for a little while.
What could have been?
So let's begin this with some gameplay segregation nitpicking. Dear Ian, how come in Mario Land 2 there are 6 golden coins, but in Mario World, every world has at least 5?
Well, you see, they're different islands, aren't they?
I mean, they could be. There are definitely islands.
Also magic.
You know, I'm going to take it. I'm going to accept it. Our next question, is Mario Land in Mario World?
Depends on your definition of world. If we're talking the titular title of Super Mario World, no, clearly that was just a select island. But if we're speaking in the more general Mario's world, that apostrophe S there does a lot of heavy lifting. In which case, yes, Mario Land is within Mario's world.
And could you define worlds for me real quick?
A planet containing stuff.
All right. Planet containing stuff. All right. Well, then, we'll move on. Now, since you can make any stage in the Mario Maker game, does that mean there's infinite Mario stages, and are they all considered canon?
I never really played Mario Maker, but they are within some kind of hub world, right? Because there's construction toads.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of interactivity there, so they are being built somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess technically they are all potentially canon.
Even the weird ones?
Especially the weird ones.
Excellent. That's exactly what I like to hear. All right, now for some cosmology. Do worlds exist in Mario Teaches Typing?
See, I never played Mario Teaches Typing. I don't know its format, but I guess if it goes by the classic World 1-1, World 1-2 type of thing, then technically, yes, they would exist in that format at the very least.
Well, I'll tell you what does happen. He teaches you typing.
Oh, really? Not what I had expected.
I know. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a BumbleKast without a fight question. So, Daisy versus Birdo. What happens?
Birdo goes and spits on an egg. Daisy jumps on it, picks it up, throws it back in Birdo's face. Repeat.
All right. It's a bit disappointing, but I suppose I have to accept it. All right. Now I know you
hi,
enjoy.
She's Daisy.
I guess, if you like that kind of thing. Anywho, I know you're a fan of deep cuts, so can you please make Oogtar canon again?
No.
Why not?
That is like a personal vendetta. I hate Oogtar.
You don't like Oogtar?
I hate No, Oogtar and that awful rendition of Yoshi. Yoshi doesn't sound like this. Oh, no, absolutely not. I refuse. I refute.
Why not? Oh, that's a bit of a letdown. Well,
you take a cool jumping frog tongue dino guy and you turn it into that. Sacrilege. Heresy.
Oh. All right. Well, in that case, when will you bring back Milli Vanilli?
I mean, did he ever really go away? Doesn't he just exist in our hearts for all time?
Cool. Well, I guess there's only one now, technically. But, yeah, I guess they could. So you won't, is what you're saying.
Such powers are beyond mine.
All right. But you're the Mario man. All right. Well, speaking of that Yoshi you hate, is Luigi still canonically Yoshi's mama?
Maybe some things are best left to be in, like, the dark lore, the secret lore, that which is not fully discussed or understood.
Oh, it's all right. I already know the answer is yes. Alrighty, now. So, if Mario can lift and throw Bowser easily, why doesn't he always get home runs in Mario Baseball?
It's less about the power and more about the precision.
Mm.
It's one thing to lift a cinder block. It's another thing to throw it with any kind of accuracy.
Mm.
So while Bowser is an incredible mass that can be hurled, being able to actually hit something small and spherical coming at you at 90 miles per hour is a completely different ballgame.
Mm. Yeah, sports are pretty mysterious. I don't understand any of them. But moving on, is Giga Bowser's canon still? When will you make it Giga Bowser canon?
Ah, I wish. I actually flew to Japan and demanded this, but then Miyamoto-san threw me out a window.
That sounds like him.
So I took it as a no. It may be a cultural thing that I misunderstood, but I'm assuming that's a no. A hard
I've heard
no
he
for
does
right
that,
now.
yeah. He tips the table, he throws you out the window, but you know what? He gets results.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it works out. Now, what would BumbleKast be without an uncomfortable biology question? What are the logistics of Yoshi egg making? Details.
It is a extremely expedient conversion process
Mm-hmm.
that can potentially break down proteins and reassemble them into the egg itself.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you get eggs of various shapes, colors, sizes, and properties depending on what is ingested, and therefore is converted.
Right.
Very, very close to equivalent exchange.
Mm-hmm.
However, Yoshi has a very an incredibly high degree of conscious control over this, which is why in like Smash Brothers, he's able to ingest somebody and simply shoot them out encapsulated in a shell rather than completely convert them into ammunition.
I see. Do you think it hurts?
Who in particular?
Either party.
I imagine that to the Yoshis, it is a degree of pain, but not as we perceive it. It is more of a guttural, instinctual understanding of the limitations, not pain as we can conceive of it as a thing to avoid, a negative thing. It's just more of a don't eat anything larger or spikier than that. You know it will be bad for you on a physical level.
Yeah.
For those being converted, it happens so fast. I imagine it's instantaneous. You don't have time to perceive the pain.
Peacefully.
You are simply, you have this moment of, oh no, and then you aren't anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is some amazing, absolutely true information to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with it. So, I must ask now, where are the humans from Mario Golf during all of Bowser's takeovers?
It's the same principles we've talked in previous BumbleKasts. We don't have to see every single character, every single game. I mean, in a game where the Shy Guys don't show up, does it mean that the Shy Guys just suddenly all vanished? No, we just didn't see the Shy Guys that time.
Oh.
So, Bowser attacks in Odyssey. We don't see Delfino Island necessarily. Maybe Plum is vacationing there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out in Luigi Tube.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, why isn't Mario allowed to cry?
Well, he's the type of guy who isn't very outwardly emotional in that way. He has his fits of anger, but he's tragically the type who cannot allow himself to cry. It's all internalized.
Wow, that's a heavy load.
It's deep, like a lasagna.
Layered, saucy.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
He's wallowing in the ragu of his own misery. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of Mario being allowed to cry, would you ever want to see Mario explore darker themes?
No, I'm comfortable in the whimsy that he has. When you go darker, there's no walking back from it.
I see.
Once you cross that line, it always becomes a question of, well, how do you follow up on that?
Right.
I mean, we wouldn't want to make the mistake of that other franchise, the one with the blue rat.
Yeah.
Speedy.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
The gross one. Yeah.
I mean, once they did the whole things about genocide and child murder in space, it's kind of hard to put that genie back in the bottle. And then they let a genie out of the bottle. So, we don't want to make those same mistakes. We want to just stick to what Mario is best at, and that is the frolicking whimsy.
Yeah, we don't mess with the formula. Keep it safe. Keep it clean.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to think about all the people that are dying during any Godzilla movie.
Yeah. You
joke about the property destruction, but you want to see everything blow up because it's fun. And it's that level of inconsiderate revelry in destruction that we want for Mario.
Yeah. They went to a shelter. They're all fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
you can see their parachutes.
Yeah, they're safe. Everyone's good. Now, I think you'll appreciate this next question, Ian. Dear Ian, how does Mario teach typing with white gloves on his giant mitten-like hands?
He's extremely dexterous.
Oh, wow. With the meat
I mean,
mitten.
the fact that he's able, yeah, I mean, you can pick a fire flower,
Mhm.
infuse yourself with his ability, and then throw fireballs with that level of precision.
Mm.
I mean, the man, if he took those gloves off, he'd probably be able to pluck subatomic particles out of the air. Such is his incredible dexterity.
No wonder he teaches typing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work on me, but he tried. That's my fault. I was the bad.
He is a hero, not a miracle worker.
Yeah, he tried his best. My hero. So, here's another one. Are humans and toads compatible?
Until we see some kind of human-toad hybrid, I can't say for certain.
Would you like them to be?
Debatable. Debatable.
All right. Now then. You say Mario canonically does not have a home, but in Mario Land 2, it clearly depicts Mario having an entire castle. What gives?
Well, that's a castle. That's not a home.
You can live in a castle. Home is
You
where
can
the heart.
live in a castle, yes, but that doesn't make it your home. It makes you your stronghold.
I don't know.
It is the seat of power. It is the
Hmm.
last vestige of defense when the invaders come in, and we saw how well that worked. I mean, Wario had put himself in there before Mario even got back, so no, that's not your home. Although that has since been retconned with the Paper Mario series. Although that's canonicity into the main line is debatable. Sonic is a world traveler after all. Perhaps he has mini homes, or at least
Sonic?
houses that he resides in. Who?
What does Sonic have to do with this? The pair you just clapped.
Oh, that's the name of the blue rat. My bad. I got that wrong earlier.
It's weird.
No. He's a hobo. He's a hobo who just sleeps out in like the grass and like eats fast food wrappers or something. No, Mario actually has housing. He puts a roof over his head.
He must.
He's a plumber by trade, but he is a multi-talented handyman. So
It's true.
wherever
He's a doctor.
he hangs his hat, it will be like up to human standards, not like that
Ooh.
animal.
I got a little nervous there. I thought we were slipping back, but we're fine. We're fine. Now then, why is Luigi afraid of King Boo even though he faced him in Luigi's mansion?
Because he's a giant, terrifying ghost. He's the king of boos.
But he beat him.
And he came back, so he clearly didn't beat him for good.
Oh, Bowser comes back?
Yeah, that's Mario's problem.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you didn't write that one, so I mean, maybe that's your out. You know, you didn't write that game where you got scared of Boo.
I work with the canon I am given.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Mandates. You heard it here, folks. So, Ian, speaking of mandates and such, Ian, why do you write Wario to be so out of character?
Look, I understand that folks have an affinity to his initial appearances, but over the years, standards change. And what was popular with Wario then is not necessarily what's popular with Wario now. I think his most recent outing shows a promising trend towards a more classic representation. But I have to work with the canon I'm given. I write Wario as how I am told to write Wario. That's just how the garlic crumbles.
Well, if it's any consolation, I think you're doing just fine.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, for this next question, let me just ask, why did you kill Peach off in your fan comic Author Mario?
Wow, that's a deep cut.
You love those.
And who has the time to look that up? Okay, look, young and full of edgy teen grim darkness. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. It's how we learn. Okay, you learn by making mistakes.
Yeah,
it's not something I would stand by today. It's just part of the learning process. I can look back at it and go, "Oof, that was then, and here we are now."
Yeah, it's just out there. Would you kill her again?
I mean, if she could get Nintendo to sign off on it first, I don't even think it's worth discussing otherwise. But if it ultimately served a narrative goal, maybe. If she's got to go out, she's got to go out like a boss.
With style.
Yeah. Like, we're talking galactic level sacrifice to save all of creation level of boss exit.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
And even then, it really would have to be worth it. This would have to be like pay dividends down the line. This would have to be altering the franchise from here on out. This would be a huge game changer. So it's such an impossibility. I don't even want to give it like serious thought.
Life's rough sometimes. I agree. Now, Ian, we're on the home stretch. We only have a couple questions left. Now, for this next question, I would like to apologize for what's about to come out of my mouth. I would like to, but it wouldn't be true or meaningful. So I'm just going to lay it on you. Are you ready?
As ready as I will ever be.
All right. Now, Ian Flynn, why do you make Sweet Boy Who Deserves Love Luigi get cucked instead of that selfish monster bastard Mario?
Okay, look. Mario Land 1 has Mario rescuing Daisy. That's canonical.
Mm-hmm.
That was established.
Right.
The whole Luigi Daisy thing came after the fact.
Sure.
I cannot rewrite canon like that. It's how it was. I was just being true to the source material. Now we're here with, Luigi and Daisy as they are now, and it's good. It's fine. Let's focus on the positives that we have now than, being hung up on what used to be.
But why though?
There is no why. It is your own personal reading of this, and I'm frankly tired of walking on eggshells about this topic. It's been 37 years. Get over it.
Just lay it on me. Just let me have it. Well, all right. Well, we're down to our final question. Can you sing the Super Mario World cartoon opening?
No, I don't remember that one.
I see.
Let's see here.
With the accent, please.
The things I do for money.
Yeah, you do.
Super Mario World. But Mario World is a blast from the past. In Super Mario World, you have got to move fast. Mario and Luigi are doing the best they can. Yoshi and the princess are giving them a hand. Super Mario World. Mario World is a blast from the past. In Super Mario World, it's a blast. It is a waste of time and animation. That was an affront.
I don't know, Ian. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did. I apologize to everyone else in the world because that was bleh.
Well, that's all we had, Ian. We've reached the end of the journey.
It's good. I'm taking the next warp pipe home. If you want to inflict more madness like this, just like Dove did, thank you, Dove, ? Head over to patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or become a YouTube member and get a mini of your own. Until then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, don't do this to me again, and we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
You nailed it. You killed it, my dude.
Yeah, well, now Kyle has to figure out how to sync that with any kind of actual music.
No, sir. You don't give it the it deserves.
No, it's staying as it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm not putting music in. You crazy.
No, rip the music, put it on there, make it completely asynchronous, and make it even worse.
Maybe you better. You don't know.
So apparently Aaliyah has that come to her head randomly, and now we've taught it to you, Ian. You hate that, but you're gonna be singing it for the rest of the night.
See, I purposely brought up the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh because it does occur to me when I wake up most days. The alarm will go off and I will hear, gotta get up, gotta get going, gotta see a friend of mine. And it's like, this is a little tiresome, but there are worse ways to wake up. I will be seeking that out now. That will be my cure to the earworm.
Super Mario, Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's the only part I ever remembered as a kid.
Because that's all there is to it.
Yeah. And that's like the best part.
That's what makes it great.
It's a blast from the past, Ian.
Look, the stupider your 80s and 90s cartoon theme song is, the better.
Oogtar was there.
Don't forget Oogtar. Bring back Oogtar. Bring back Oogtar.
Let him be a fossil fuel so I can burn him in the engine.
Luigi became a mama. He chills with a football.
This is the Mario cartoon that has fart with reverb in it. Come on. How could you do this to us?
It's
legendary.
Put it in the Library of Congress.
This really needs to be. It really is a cartoon that needs to be saved for generations to come.
I think if there's anything we should be beaming out into space to intelligent life, it should be the Mario World intro.
I mean, we have to learn from our mistakes somehow, I suppose.
I think it'll really show them what it's about, what we're about as people.
Now I'm just imagining Voyager 1 floating by. Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario. Just on repeat.
Star Trek the motion picture, but it's just that song.
First contact happens and the Greys step down. Take us to your Oogtar.
Yes, sir. They step out. Who's responsible for this?
Mario. I cannot type like this. Hold on. Super Mario World opening.
Leave it all in, Kyle.
Wow, that is awful. That is.
Kyle seems to disagree with you.
Kyle can be wrong. Like, I feel mildly offended by the bad accent. I'm freaking Irish.
Well, we need to have the accent for that authenticity.
I mean, yeah.
So listen, the moment I said Mario, all the viewers left anyway, so it's fine.
All right, well, here's some lyrics. All right,
you're safe.
Yo, Super Mario World. Mario World. It's a blast from the past. In Super Mario World, you've got to move fast. Mario and Luigi are doing what they can. Yoshi and the princess are giving them a hand. Super Mario World. Mario World. It's a blast from the past. Mario World. It's a blast. Jesus, this is like
amazing.
Like candy canes have more substance. Like, oh.
Come on, what like cartoon was?
No. Sad AM had a pretty kicking theme song, all right?
Okay, sure.
And it was very on the nose.
It was very.
And like, the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh, that was art. This is trash. This is what they threw together the night before on a cocktail napkin, threw it out, and went, crap, we don't have anything in the morning. Dug it out, and
we can't all do the Mario, okay? You're gonna have some stinkers.
Even that, like, just reuse that. Do the Mario. That's iconic.
Thank you, Captain Lou.
That's glorious. This is vile. This is all right.
Give the people what they want.
Okay,
give Kyle what he craves.
Does Kyle crave the sweet release of death? Good.
Well, Lord. I think it's his question. So.
All right. Super Mario. No, wait, that is way too fast.
Way too fast, maybe a little bit.
What? You know the horrible thing. Okay.